So honeypot, yeah, honeypot is an information system resource that is expressly set up to attract and trap people who attempt to penetrate an organization's network. It has no authorized activity, does not have any production value, and any traffic to it is likely to be a probe, attack, or compromise. A honeypot can log port access attempts or monitor an attacker's keystrokes. This could be early warnings of a more concerted attack. Types of honeypots, classification of honeypots based on design criteria: low interaction honeypot, medium interaction honeypot, high interaction honeypot, and pure honeypot. Low interaction honeypots. These honeypots simulate only a limited number of services and applications of a target system or network. If the attacker does something that the emulation does not expect, the honeypot will simply generate an error. They capture limited amounts of information, that is, mainly transactional data and some limited interactions. Examples: Spectre, Spectre, KF sensor, and honey trap. Medium interaction honeypots. Medium interaction honeypots simulate a real OS as well as applications and services of a target network. Some examples of medium interaction honeypots include Honey PY, Kojani 2, and Cowrie. High interaction honeypots. Unlike their low and medium interaction counterparts, high interaction honeypots do not emulate anything. They run actual vulnerable services or software on production systems with real OS and applications. These honeypots simulate all services and applications of a target network. They can be completely compromised by attackers to gain full access to the system in a controlled area. They capture complete information about an attack vector such as attack techniques, tools, and intent. Example: HoneyNet, which is neither a product nor a software solution that a user installs. Instead, it is an architecture, an entire network of computers designed to attack. Pure honeypots, pure honeypots emulate the real production network of a target organization. They cause attackers to devote their time and resources toward attacking the critical production system of the company. Attackers uncover and discover the vulnerabilities and trigger alerts that help network administrators to provide early warnings of attack and hence reduce the risk of an intrusion. Classification of honeypots based on their deployment strategy. We saw classification of honeypots based on design criteria. Now we will see classification based on the deployment strategy. Production honeypots. Production honeypots are deployed inside the production network of the organization along with other production servers. Although such honeypots improve the overall state of security of the organization, they effectively capture only a limited amount of information related to the adversaries. Such honeypots fall under the low interaction honeypot category and are extensively employed by large organizations and corporations. As production honeypots are deployed internally, they also help to find out internal flaws and attackers within an organization. Research honeypots. Research honeypots are high interaction honeypots primarily deployed by research institutes, governments, or military organizations to gain detailed knowledge about the actions of intruders. By using such honeypots, security analysts can obtain in-depth information about how an attack is performed, vulnerabilities are exploited, and attack techniques and methods that are used by the attackers. So using this, we analysts can get the information about how the attack is performed, what kind of vulnerabilities that are exploited, and what kind of attack techniques the attackers are using, etc. This analysis in turn can help an organization to improve attack prevention, detection, and security mechanisms and develop a more secure network infrastructure. The main drawback of research honeypots is that they do not contribute to the direct security of the company. If a company is looking to improve its production infrastructure, it should opt for production honeypots. Okay, next type of classification is based on the deception technology. So we saw classification based on the design criteria, based on the deployment strategy. Now let's see based on the deception technology. Malware honeypots. Malware honeypots are used to trap malware campaigns or malware attempts over the network infrastructure. These honeypots are simulated with known vulnerabilities such as outdated APIs, vulnerable SMB V1 protocols, etc. And they also emulate different trojans, viruses, and backdoors that encourage adversaries to perform exploitation activities. These honeypots lure the attacker or malware into performing attacks from which the attack pattern, malware signatures, and malware threat actors can be identified effectively. Database honeypots. Database honeypots employ fake databases that are vulnerable to perform database related attacks such as SQL injection and database enumeration. These fake databases trick the attackers by making them think that these databases contain crucial sensitive information such as credit card details of all the customers and employee databases. However, all the information present in the databases are fake and simulated. Next, spam honeypots. Spam honeypots specifically target spammers who abuse vulnerable resources such as open mail relays and open proxies. Basically, spam honeypots consist of mail servers that deliberately accept emails from any random source from the internet. They provide crucial information about spammers and their activities. Email honeypots. They are fake email addresses. These email honeypots are nothing but a fake email addresses used to attract fake and malicious emails from adversaries. These fake email IDs will be distributed across the open internet and dark web to lure threat actors into performing various malicious activities to exploit organization. Spider honeypots. Spider honeypots are also called spider traps. These honeypots are specifically designed to trap web crawlers and spiders. A fake website will be emulated and presented as a legitimate one. Threat actors attempting to perform web crawling on such traps will be identified and blacklisted. Honey nets. Honey nets are networks of honeypots. They are very effective in determining the entire capabilities of the adversaries. Honey nets are mostly deployed in an isolated virtual environment along with a combination of vulnerable servers.